Hi loves, it's your girl DeeDee and welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So I am back with another reaction video. Now this comes from a woman who says body count does not matter. So we're gonna get into this particular video. Before we do, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you like the content.
Donations, donations.
Like and share the video. Also hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. All right, so we're gonna get into the video. Chime in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Let's get into it. Here we go.
The joke will always be on men when it comes to the conversation about body count. They make such a big deal about it. It's such a requirement that your body count is low and you're not ran through and blah blah blah. But the reason why the joke is always going to be on y'all is because you are never going to know a woman's real answer. You're never going to know. And the funniest thing about that is men are so oblivious to women and the ways of women that they really think they can look at a woman and tell if her body count is high or if it's low. A lot of men will marry a woman thinking she's good, not understanding how much she used to, what they say, bust it wide open and lay it wide back in her day. But because she carries herself as a classy woman and has been for the last 10, 15, 20 years, you think she's a good girl. I can assure you that the women who you think are good girls aren't.
I think she has a point. There are some women who can fake the funk. There's some women who can pretend for a while. So I think she does have a point there that sometimes men are oblivious to the nature of a lot of women, but I think they are very aware of that nature now because a lot of women have exposed themselves thanks to social media. So I think she has a point, but at the same time, I do believe that men can tell because I think most women can't hide it for too long. And see, the thing about it with women is they tend to think that sex is just sex when they do it. It's no attachments or there's nothing like that. Or you can just do it, not really understanding that there is an attachment to it. When you allow somebody in your body, it is somewhat of an attachment to you, whether you recognize it or not. And so if you are a woman who's been promiscuous in the past and you've really been out there, if a man is paying attention, and I think the difference is a lot of men were not paying attention to that because they were not aware. But now that men are aware of the nature of women, they're paying attention. So if you pay attention to a woman and you're around her enough time, you'll be able to see certain traits about her that will point in the direction of her possibly being out there. Because if she was really out there wild, and you live in the same state or the same place that doing that activity, the truth always comes out. It always comes out in one way or another. So you'll either run into some people, you'll notice she keep running into guys that she knows, and you're like, who is he? The man may not fully know, but if he's paying attention, he's gonna notice some red flags. So I do think men will be able to tell if they're paying attention. Now, if you're not paying attention and you don't know the signs, then yeah, you'll miss it. Let's continue.
They're not the innocent, pure woman or women that you think. And the women who you think are the most promiscuous because she wears booty shorts or she's always twerking or whatever, those be the women a lot of times that men cannot get ever. Like, I literally can use myself as an example. I will hop on a plane, go to Miami, put on some fishnet stockings, some booty shorts, and just be twerking all up and down the Miami Strip. And when men see me, they think, oh, she's probably easy. Look at how she's acting. 0 men get my phone number. 0 men even get my attention. Most of the time I tell them I'm gay or I'm married or I'm terrified of men. Whatever I feel like saying in that moment, depending on the guys, you will never get me. Imagine thinking I'm a but you can't even get this. This won't even give you eye contact.
Well, I mean, I think it's kind of weird that you would want anybody to perceive you as a whore. What do you get out of that? You might not be promiscuous, you might not be sleeping with guys, but the perception is still there. Perception is reality. Sometimes presenting as one is just as bad as actually being one, because, or just say for instance, when you're ready to settle down and be taken seriously, if you're known for dressing like a thought, dressing like a parading around, shaking your ass all over the place, people are going to perceive you as such. They won't want to approach you. It's not the fact that they don't actually get you, because they won't want you, because the perception has overtaken what the reality actually is. It doesn't really benefit women to do this. Even if that's something you enjoy, it doesn't really benefit you either way. Let's continue.
The joke is always going to be on y'all, right? Women know how to twerk, dance, drink, be yelling, hey, at the club, and be doing all of that all day, and no man can get her. None. Like, literally none. Good luck, right? So y'all really don't know, and you'll never really know, right? Y'all will put so many emphasis on, oh, her body count has to be low, and it's like, you're never going to, I can't say this enough, you're never going to know unless she decides to tell you the truth, right? Steve Harvey said, no matter what, your number is never over 3. Anything over 3, no matter what age you are, no matter how many times you've been married, no matter how many baby daddies you got, 3. Okay, that's your answer, right? And I'm not saying I've ever said 3, but I'm just saying, even a man said to not tell men the true number.
You know, that says a lot within itself. If you can't be truthful about your actions, that's a problem. That's a big red flag. It's almost as if women glorify this. Like, this is something great to be proud of. To me, when you don't want to tell your body count, the true number, that means you're embarrassed by it. You know that it's not a great reflection on you. You know that it's not a good thing. You know it's not going to be perceived well. You know that it's not a good look. So this is why women have to lie about it in the first place, because you know that it's probably embarrassing, and most men are not going to take women seriously knowing the fact that they've been ran through, because that's what it is. You've been ran through. So the fact that they lie about it and just want to say it was just 3, that tells me that you're not proud of that. You know you want to go out and do what you want to do, and you don't want to be truthful and honest about your life and what you've done. Because if you don't have any regrets and you're proud to be out here in these streets and busting it open for whoever, you should be just as proud to tell any man, you know what, I've been with this many men, and that's my choice, and I'm not ashamed, and that's my life, and either you accept it or you reject it. Why don't women approach it in that way? Why does it always have to be a lie? Because you know that there's something wrong with it. So to me, I don't think the joke is always on the men. I think the joke is on the women, because at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to have issues when it comes to relationships. And the longer you're out there with that experience, the harder it's going to be for you to have a solid, stable relationship with one man. This is why women usually cheat. A man may not know your exact number, but he can definitely tell if you've had a promiscuous past, if he's paying attention to your actions and how you move and what you're saying. So yeah, they can tell in certain ways. Let's continue.
Because men can't handle it. There are men out there who can't handle the fact that you had a past before that they even met you. They're mad that they didn't meet you 10 years ago because you had a baby daddy or you were married or something. Like, y'all can't take these men seriously. And so I think guys need to humble themselves, and y'all need to get over y'all insecurities and grow the up. A woman is never going to tell you her actual number. And the women who actually do have a low number, like that's 1 or 2 or 3 men in her whole life or whatever, those are women you most likely, if you care about body count, you're not going to get women like that anyways. They're not going to be paying you any attention. Chances are they're probably still married to the same person from high school for the last 30 years anyways. So,
well, I mean, for women who have those low body counts, they certainly get wifed up. The women who have a problem with men who have a problem with body count are the ones who have the high body count. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Women can complain about men not wanting a woman who's been ran through, but that's not going to change the fact that he don't want a woman who's been ran through. So listen, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. And y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.